in this video, I will talk about what health actually really is. And spoiler, it's not about the nutrition. So the nutrition is the least important part, okay? The least important part. Now you're probably are surprised, right? What the hell? Like everyone told me it's nutrition. There are way higher levels than that. And there are 5 levels that I will talk about in this video. And let's start with the first least important level. So we go to the more important level over the video and start with the least important level. So the least important level, like I said, is the nutrition, right? And I want to just shorten it up so that I can go faster with you to the more important levels. When it comes to nutrition, the most important thing is just to know a good nutrition is that one that gives you in the long term more energy. And a bad one is that takes from your energy. So if you notice you have less energy in the long term, then it's a bad nutrition. And usually natural products are the things that give you more energy. So that means that a lot of chemical food, fast food, Coca-Cola, also things that make you addictive, like coffee, alcohol, and other drugs, these are the things that make you addictive and take from your energy. Okay? So the best thing for you is usually the thing that gives you the long-term energy, not just short-term energy like sugar. Sugar makes you also addicted very often. Okay? So this is it when it comes to nutrition. Just try to keep it as natural as possible. So let's go to the next level. Okay? So the 4th level is the water. You probably thought it already as well. So when it comes to water, it's the same principle. Keep it natural. Usually tap water has way more toxins in there. And even worse is, water like alcohol and beer, obviously, right? So the more natural, the better. But now it gets slowly more and more exciting. So let's go to the next level. So the next level is the nutrition, the air. Okay. So maybe you noticed already. So the higher we go, the more subtle the levels become, So when it comes to air, I have read a book. I don't know the fucking name. To be honest, it was many years ago. But in this book, the guy talked about a study. And he talked about that streets where a lot of cars are driving were observed, and people made a study about that. And I found out that people who live near busy streets, they have a way higher chance of getting cancer. Okay? And so that means the more the air is polluted, the more it will influence you, and it will influence you more than nutrition and water. And why? Because the more subtle the thing is that influence you, okay, the stronger it has an effect on you. So most of the time it's not the visible things that influence us, but the invisible things. Now we'll get to the second highest level, and this level is about emotions and thoughts. So this is the most subtle thing besides the number 1. And when it comes to this, probably you follow my channel, and I don't just talk about nutrition. Actually, I talk a lot about mindset on this channel, and about emotional mastery. And the thing is, when we, for example, have a thought, or let's say you have an emotion, right? You feel an emotion. This emotion either creates in your body tension, or actually it gives you energy, it frees you. You can experience it the next time when you feel stressed. You notice you have like a little bit of, tension here. Today, for example, I felt anger, okay? But I was not running from this anger. Instead, I have released this emotion. And The thing is, what would be happening if this emotion will be just stuck? So it will create more and more tension, and at some point, bigger issues will appear, bigger symptoms. This is why some people develop over their life heart problems or something like that. Okay, diseases, heart problems. Because imagine you will hold your fist like that all the time. This happens, for example, if you have a stuck emotion. Imagine it will be all the time like that. Sooner or later, you will fucking have big problems. It will hurt. And this is how it is, for example, if you have negative thoughts or negative emotions, and yeah, these emotions, they affect you, obviously, they affect your whole organism. Besides, they also affect how you will eat, because what you believe is good for you, this is what you will eat. This is why these are the higher levels. They affect way more the levels below. Okay, but what affects it the most? Like, what is this one thing? The biggest factor is your heart center. So there were a lot of studies made, and people have found out that, like, from your heart there radiates a kind of energy, like electromagnetic waves. And the heart center, it has the strongest magnetic wave, way stronger than the mind. That means, based on how your heart center is, based on that, you are running all the time in a magnetic field that is either good for you or bad. And it's the strongest magnetic field that you have. So it's the most subtle one. Okay? Now, what can you do about it? Okay? First of all, I want to also mention, when it comes to emotion and thoughts, the best thing that you can do, okay, is first of all to just, instead of changing your thoughts, because you have like 60,000 thoughts, just learn to focus on the positive. Learn to focus on the positive. So learn to refocus whenever you can. Accept where you are fully and learn to refocus. Okay, because if you do that, all these negative thoughts will disappear, and automatically positive thoughts will appear if you just focus. So it's not actually about trying to attack every single thought that you have. Instead, it's about refocus on the things, or for example, on how you want to be, what kind of people you want to attract as businessman or entrepreneur, right? And so let's go back again to the heart center. So what can you do to improve the heart center actually? I mean, it's pretty obvious when it comes to nutrition, when it comes to water, when it comes to air. It's pretty obvious what you have to do, right? Like, it's not that difficult to understand, like, okay, it's better to eat this and that, right? But what can you do about your heart center? There are like two things that help me. One is just in general, something that I said already many times. It's like letting go, acceptance. Because these stuck emotions, they will be stuck in your heart. Okay, they will affect your heart. I notice that the more I let go, the more my heart opens automatically. So letting go, accepting yourself as who you are, just accepting everything, observing yourself mindfully, letting it all be, allowing yourself to be how you are right now, observing that, not running away. This is it. And the second thing that helped me with to open the heart, it's known in the Buddhism as metta meditation. I've done that many times, and the thing is, meditation is about sending love to oneself and the world. So there are different variations that you can find out there, but in short, it's just about sending to yourself love. It's like you sit there, you just imagine yourself, how you send love to yourself. You can also use words like that you love yourself unconditionally, that you forgive yourself for your mistakes. There are different kind of affirmations and mantras that you can use. It's all about the words that resonate the best with you, where you feel the most intense emotions. This is what it's all about. So you first send love to yourself, and you can also send love to your inner child and then to yourself. And after You just send love to the person that you love the most, or that you like the most. And after that, it goes on to the second person maybe that appears in your mind. And after that part, so you start always with people where it's easy to send love. And after that, you try to send love to people that you like less. And with time, you try to expand that. Like, the more you use this meditation, you try to expand that. You try to send it more and more to people that you like less. Okay, so that you can forgive them as well and send more and more love to them, that it becomes unconditional. Yeah, and in Buddhism, it's basically expanded to the whole earth at the end. So you expand it more and more. You imagine all kind of people that you know. You imagine how you send love to them until it's the whole earth. Okay, I hope you have understand what I mean. If you have questions, comment below. So these two things are the most simple one when it comes to improving your heart center. And yeah, like I said, it's not the nutrition, because I have seen people that were in a good mode, and these people, man, they had terrible nutrition, all honesty. And I experienced it myself. I had already good nutrition. Okay, and my life still didn't feel that well until I started to work on the higher areas. Okay, just observe it and you will notice that some people can have a good nutrition but still be unhappy, and can be the opposite, because this is not the most important factor. And at the end, you will notice that these factors, how do you notice that these factors influence it the most? Because they give you the most energy. If nutrition will be the biggest factor, then all people who eat good will be the happiest people on this planet. But this is not the case. You can have good nutrition and still be depressed, because this is not the biggest factor that gives you energy. It's your emotional thoughts and your heart center, followed by the air. Okay. Okay, I hope this video helped you. And I have opened a new Facebook group where it's about emotional mastery and actually also mastery of your mindset. And if you want, you can join this group. It's for free and we can exchange there. And yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.